We have 2,000 acres of what's considered mixed hardwoods. So we have oak and hickory and beech and maple, species that are important to various different types of wildlife and pollinators. So it's a really unique property in that Beech Creek starts right at our camp. My grandfather purchased this property in 1943. I think he kept this piece because he understood the value of the water that's here, and he really just came to love it. It's just kind of a special place for our family. When my dad passed away, I spent the first 2 years walking the property, and that was such a wise thing that he had me do. And it really did put me in touch with what we have and gave me a lot of reflection time and really helped me understand how little I knew at the time as well. I read everything I could get my hands on. Bob was our consulting forester, was very helpful with that. We have some bobcat dens on the property, fishers, which were repatriated to Pennsylvania, and they're now established here on this property. Black bears regularly, coyotes, deer, of course, foxes living here. All of the habitat work has taken income. And what you find is that your paycheck doesn't stretch far enough to cover that kind of work.
One of the big challenges I think is ongoing, it never goes away, is just making the property work for itself or pay for itself. The sheer economic challenge is a big part of it.
It's expensive to put up deer fence. Our tax bill is pretty large. We have roughly 6 miles of roads on our property. All of this adds up very quickly. Were we not able to generate income from our property that we could reinvest in it, we would not have been able to do the habitat work that we were able to accomplish. So right now, we are in a timber market decline. You're getting less than half of what it was worth a year and a half ago. That really hamstrings us from being able to do anything conservation practices or even property upkeep, because we depend on that income. This year, for the first time, I've had to start supporting it out of my own pocket. And that's really putting a strain on us, and I don't know how long, frankly, we can do that.
These family forest landowners want to do what's best for their land. But sometimes they are lacking the guidance or the financial ability to do the right thing. And in a case like Susan's, she's very passionate about her property, really wants to manage it right, and carbon could be an opportunity that aligns with her forest management goals and helps her provide some revenue.
I feel like a property this size is really a key to being able to mitigate climate change.
By working with all these landowners, even the small ones, when put together, it makes a big impact. And then there's also multiple benefits such as clean water, wildlife habitat, and sustainable timber products.
Each individual landowner can only do so much, but when you're linked together, you can have a much greater impact.